welcome to the Witch House. Pull up a chair, have a sit, and let's chat. So I know it's unusual for me to do a video during the week, but I happen to be home today because I had a little bit of vehicle trouble. So my one of my shocks decided to break. So fortunately, I wasn't on the freeway long, so all good. But the truck's in the shop, and I'm home for the day. And I got, of course, a new deck. But this is actually the first mass market deck I have purchased this year. The first mass market deck. So, and it's Ciro Marchetti's Tarot Grand Luxe. So I have everything Ciro. The only one of his original decks that I'm missing is the Gilded Tarot Royale. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying $700 for it because that's what that one is going for. And I think it's because it's the first one. Not that the other decks were not expensive, but they weren't $700. So, yeah, this is by US Games, and I just had to have it because, honestly, the personal decks that I have got from Ciro, the original firsts decks that he's put out, Tarot Grand Luxe and Tarot Royale. I don't really use those decks, so I'm happy to now have a mass market Tarot Grand Luxe that I can actually use, like, you know, the Tarot of Dreams and Oracle of Visions. Those decks, you know, I use. So anyway, let's see. We have, of course, the awesome 2-part box. I gotta tell you, US Games is really stepping up their quality here. So this is a great thing. Look at the front of that book. Oh, I love it. Okay, so the guidebook is 54 pages. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. It is, you know, a small black and white, and then the written portion, and there's it looks like 1 to 2 per page, and it goes through the minors the same way. So that's great. And I don't think, nope, no spreads, because Ciro doesn't read, so no spreads. But great little book there. We have the lovely cards. If you have not seen them, here are the backs, which are fabulous. Cardstock. Oh, it's really good cardstock, you guys. I mean, this deck is going to be easy peasy shuffle. So, I love it. Why does it seem to me... It is. These are more oracle size. These are more oracle size. So they are like the originals, which are big. They're not here, let me get, I still have all my Naked Heart tarot decks out. So let me grab one of those cards. And here we go. There, you can see it's just a little wider and a little taller. So, there you have it. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Here we go. The Fool. They're matte cards, so they're not really that shiny. I love this. I can't wait to start using these. Maybe I'll use these next month. Guys, I have so many cards to use, it isn't funny. And I try to rotate through them as best as I can. But the interesting thing that happened was after Andy passed, well, obviously, I was in mourning and out of it and not doing anything and stuff for months and months and months. But, the decks kept coming in. And I have a stockpile now of decks that I haven't even gone through. I was here with a girlfriend a couple of months ago, and we were going through my decks, and she actually found boxes in the library of cards I hadn't even opened yet. Oh, but I do love these. I just, I was having a conversation with Jeff last night, our tattooed spirit. He and I got together and with Wayward's son last night and his wife Michelle and stuff, and we were hanging out, and we were talking about how much we love tarot and what tarot does for us and things like that. And I gotta say, the first thing that attracts me to tarot is the artwork. I am an art fiend. If I wanted to, I could probably read with any deck of tarot cards. But it's the art. I am a huge supporter of the arts. I love supporting indie artists and people who I feel should have their name out there because they're just wonderful creators. And I buy artwork as well. Now, you can't see any up on the walls just yet because I haven't got to that point yet. But I have quite a lot of artwork that I need to still hang up around the witch house. What you see behind me is all Andy stuff that he's hung on the walls. And that's going to stay there. But, Ciro's artwork just gives me all the feels. It gives me all the feels. Between, being traditional and modern, and he mixes in some Tarot de Marseille. It's just, I can't get enough. Anything he produces, and he says he's no longer going to, no more decks. So we will just have to wait and see what happens. But I'm just grateful that, he worked out a deal with U.S. Games so we can have this as another mass market of his decks. Because his artwork is just, look at that. Will you look at that? Look at that face back there. Oh my God. Incredible. Just, it hits me in all the right feely spots. It really does. So, my love of tarot comes from the art first, and the knowledge that it provides second. So, how do you guys feel about tarot? Here's our king on the front there. So what draws you? Is it the artwork? Is it sometimes maybe even the guidebook? Because some of these guidebooks are really juicy and meaty. Or is it just the tarot itself? The insight that these images on cardboard can provide somehow. Is it the mystery of the tarot and how it works? Yeah, let me know what your thoughts about that is. I would really like to know. But I am so digging this. I am so happy to have this deck. I hope you guys love it and go run out and get yourself a copy. Because I think it's just fabulous. Now here we go. Here's our page of cups, folks. A little Jeff tattooed spirit reminder. Our page of cups. Our knight. The colors are just so vibrant, and I could sit with a card of his for probably a good 5 minutes to just look at everything that is in the card. And there are some things that are so subtle, you go back and you're like, well, I don't remember seeing that before. Especially me, the old lady with the trifocals here. Oh. So here is another great Ciro Marchetti deck. If you guys love Ciro Marchetti and are not up to paying the $200 price tag for one of his originals that you can usually find on eBay. You know, there are a lot of people who snap them up and sell them on eBay. Now you've got another mass market to choose from that it still gives me all the same feels as the original did. Or does, rather. And just look at that ace of pentacles, ace of coins. So in love. And yes, this is digital artwork. He doesn't paint. This is digital artwork. But it's of the finest quality. I mean, I've seen digital artwork, but nobody does it like Ciro. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. This is our last suit. The page. The knight. The queen. And the king. So there you go, guys. That is Ciro Marchetti's Tarot Grand Luxe. Go over to US Games and get you some. Unfortunately, they had a sale on for 15% off, but I think that closed yesterday. But anyways, it's available on US Games right now. I checked on Amazon and it said 1 to 2 months. So I suggest you go to US Games to get the deck. All right, guys, much chakra love, and I'll see you on the next one.